Hi everyone, and welcome to our live webcast. My name is Elena Simon, and I'm an account executive here at LinkedIn in our New York City office. So the presentation today will last about 20 minutes, and we'll have 10 minutes at the end of the webcast for any questions. Everyone's lines will be muted by default, so please use the chat or the Q&A box on the right of your screen to ask any questions that you have. So today I'll be talking about the new media landscape, our audience, and how they're using our platform, the power of targeting with LinkedIn, and how healthcare marketers can utilize our premium solutions to achieve your marketing goals. So let's begin with an overview of the new media landscape and how LinkedIn plays a role in this new social environment. So social media has changed our relationships with brands. In the traditional marketing funnel, brands held significant power. They cast a wide net, and they used paid media to move customers down the funnel in a linear fashion. But now, brand presence has become decentralized. Brands must engage with customers in two-way communication to influence purchases. While the traditional marketing funnel goes from many to few, in the social world, messages spread from few to many. In today's social world, customers organically interact with brands, and brands must participate to succeed. At every step of the customer journey, brands must be present to effectively influence purchase decisions. This is the LinkedIn ecosystem, and the end goal of this cycle is to drive earned media. So to start, you do this by creating experiences through owned media, where you can bring value to your consumers through information and insights. Then we need to start attracting your audience with paid media. By delivering relevant and targeted messages, you start the conversation and build your customer base. So after creating and attracting, you need to develop these relationships by engaging in meaningful conversations with your audience. Leveraging both owned and paid media, you can establish yourself as experts, bringing knowledge to your customers. And as your customers then start to engage with your brand, their interactions are amplified across their network of connections. This word-of-mouth viral distribution of your brand via earned media increases the effectiveness and reach of your message. LinkedIn is the trusted platform with which to align your message. According to a research study we did this summer, our members are 2 times more confident in information found on LinkedIn than any other social site. One of our customers told us, with LinkedIn, there's a great deal of trust. It's a place where people share ideas openly. So LinkedIn is the only global social platform delivering marketing solutions in a business context. We have a quality audience, enabling you to reach the most influential, affluent, and educated audiences at scale. Because business is the context of LinkedIn, there's very little misbehavior that you might find on other social sites. And this is because of the professional lens that's applied to LinkedIn. Our members trust us, and they come to LinkedIn for professional information and insights, providing marketers with high message receptivity. LinkedIn offers unique products and social media tools that enable marketers to impact a range of business goals, from brand awareness to lead generation. So we are the world's largest professional network. We have over 135 million members globally. Over 55 million members are in the U.S., and we're growing at the fastest rate of growth in our company's history. But it's not just about the membership. It's also about the engagement of that membership. According to Comscore, in Q2 of this year, we had 80 million unique users on a global basis. We're on an annualized run rate to do roughly 4 billion search queries, all within a professional context. So to put all this into perspective, during the time you're sitting there listening to this webcast, LinkedIn will have added 5,400 new members. We're growing at a rate of 2 new members per second. Those members will have shared 25,000 links. Over 120,000 professionals will have visited LinkedIn, and over 600,000 pages will be viewed. But again, it's not just about how many people we're reaching, it's about who we're reaching. And by virtue of our focus on professionals, LinkedIn has developed one of, if not the most, affluent, influential, and educated audiences by composition on the consumer web, which is going to be incredibly valuable for your company. So, out of our 135 million members, we can reach any target audience that you're looking for. Let's take some examples here. So say you're a fitness club looking to reach professionals in a certain DMA. In the greater New York City area alone, we reach 4.4 million professionals. Or if you're in the biotech field and you're looking to reach out to a pharmaceutical industry buyer with a B2B message, we reach over 1.2 million pharmaceutical industry professionals. Or if you're a hospital and you are looking to speak to corporate executives to promote your executive wellness programs, we reach over 3 million corporate executives on a global basis. So what are our professionals actually doing on LinkedIn? Well, they're viewing profiles of their connections. They're in their inbox. They're on their homepage, seeing what their connections are up to, and reading stories on LinkedIn today. They're also searching for people and for companies, and they're participating in groups. 89% of all of our page views come from pages other than jobs. Also, 81% of our users belong to at least one group, with over half of those participating in group discussions. So now, the real value of LinkedIn as a marketing partner is our ability to target within an affluent and influential audience. LinkedIn is the most effective way to target professionals on the web. So let's start with identity, which is really the cornerstone of our ecosystem. LinkedIn is rapidly becoming the professional profile of record. And there's a positive dynamic that's taking place as a result of this. Users are now actively maintaining their profiles with the most up-to-date and accurate information. So this means we know where they live, we know where they work, we know their job function, we know who they are connected to, we know their interests. And all that rich data can be leveraged to create more relevant experiences for our members and to create relevancy for your offers, making sure you're getting the right products and services in front of the right member at the right time. There are some things you can do on LinkedIn that you just can't do anywhere else on the web. For example, you can target by function, by seniority level, by location, by industry, or by company size. We can also target based on education levels, group participation, and interests. For example, here are a few different cuts of our members in the healthcare industry or in the medical function. Another example is that we can target members with groups. We have over 1 million professionally oriented groups on LinkedIn. Over 3 million members are joining groups each month. Here's a list of healthcare groups where we can find your target audience. In this first group, BioPharm, over 100,000 members have raised their hands and said, I'm interested in topics regarding biotech and pharmaceuticals. So if you're a healthcare marketer looking for an audience that is interested in these discussions, this is a great opportunity to engage users who have told us that they are interested in your product or field. It doesn't matter if the member is currently active in the discussion or not. We can target the member of any of these groups throughout their time spent on LinkedIn. We've talked about the new media landscape and the unique capabilities of LinkedIn. Now I want to explain how LinkedIn partners with clients to reach their marketing goals. So LinkedIn has two advertising platforms. The first is a self-service platform called LinkedIn Ads, and the second is our marketing solutions team. So some of the key differences between the two platforms. LinkedIn Ads has no minimum spend, so any small business can advertise on this platform. LinkedIn Ads runs on remnant inventory. That means any inventory that is not sold on the premium side will be available for sale. The pricing is on a cost per click model, similar to that of a traditional search ad. These ad units are the blue text links on the homepage, and also the Ads by LinkedIn member section, which is in the box on the right-hand side of your homepage. Marketing Solutions, on the other hand, comes with client services support. So you will have a dedicated account executive, account manager, and campaign manager who will work with you to design solutions based on your marketing objectives. We will also provide reporting and optimization throughout the course of your campaign. The minimum campaign level for Marketing Solutions is $25,000. On this side, inventory is guaranteed, so when we're building your plan, we will decide on flight dates and reserve that inventory accordingly. In terms of pricing, we're on a CPM basis, and there are several products to choose from. This one shown here is our 300 by 250 content module. So now I'm going to walk you through the steps of the LinkedIn ecosystem that I presented earlier, and I will explain some of the tools that we in Marketing Solutions would employ to reach your marketing objectives. So we start with attracting your audience. Our first solution is our display advertising. So if you are CareFusion and looking to target staff at hospitals, your display ad will only be served to those specific members. If that member is on their home page or in their profile page, they'll be served the 300 by 250 unit. If they are on their contacts page or in their inbox, they will see the 160 by 600 unit. We are really effective in minimizing the noise, so your ad stands alone without having to compete with a bunch of other advertisers. And again, these ads do appear on the most viewed pages of the site. So next we'll look at our content ads. Content ads run through the same banner space, but they are customized modules that we build for you in-house. This is a great way to drive traffic to a blog, Twitter, or even showcase a YouTube video. We can take any RSS feed and package it in these units. We have really great ways of tracking this. We can track and share the number of signups to your Twitter, the number of hovers on a module, the number of clicks on a tab, the number of scrolls, and the number of clicks off the module. So I want to take a brief pause here and walk you through a case study we have with one of our partners, Athena Health. So Athena Health is a web-based healthcare service provider, and they wanted to showcase thought leadership materials to healthcare decision makers. And they did this with our content ad using targeted media. So their target audience, again, was C-levels, professionals in healthcare, and other influencers, and they did provide this thought leadership content through the content ad unit. The results of this campaign, Athena Health saw a 61% increase in click-to-conversion rate, and they also saw an increase in Twitter followers, which again increases their earned media and social media reach. So now we're back to attracting the audience, and our next solution is called a partner message. A partner message is a direct communication to your target audience within the LinkedIn inbox. We can get extremely granular with our targeting in a partner message. We can actually target by keyword. So in this example, Sanofi Pharmaceuticals sent a partner message. They were targeting doctors, and they had a call to action to get their free patient education materials about type 2 diabetes. As you can see, there's a lot of space to put your message. You own the media on the right-hand side, and there is a button for a call to action directly on the partner message. We will only send a message to our members at most once every 60 days, and we also make sure that your target audience member has been active on our platform within the last 30 days. Our average open rates for partner messages are anywhere between 15 to 30%, which is much higher than your standard email campaign. So now that we've attracted your audience, let's move along to some of the solutions that we have to help you engage our members in conversation. So LinkedIn polls. I like to think of polls as an instant focus group. You basically make up a poll question, and we put that in the 300 by 250 ad unit, and we send this to your target audience. Once they vote, they're taken to a landing page, which is hosted by LinkedIn, and they can see how other members have voted across demographics, whether it's gender, company size, function, industry. They can also comment on the poll or share it across LinkedIn, Facebook, or Twitter. So if I were voting on a poll, when I vote, that shows up in my homepage, in my news feed. So polls are very viral in nature, and they result, again, in earned media. Over 71,000 votes are cast per month, and that results in over 1 million network updates. So to create experiences, we start with the company page. Your company page is your free home on LinkedIn. Company pages allow members to find out more about your company, hear about any job openings you may have, and to learn about products and services that you offer. A few weeks ago at Advertising Week in New York, our CEO, Jeff Weiner, announced a powerful new feature for company pages, which is the company status update. So now companies have the same ability to message to their followers that we had as individual members on LinkedIn. This creates an easy, cost-effective way of amplifying your message through your followers and their entire network, enabling the viral growth of your business. So I just want to walk you through how this works in our ecosystem. So let's say you're Philip, and you were going to send out a company status update. The status update is out, it reaches your followers, and then there's interactions that are shared across your followers' connections, whether your follower likes, comments, or shares that status update. So then there's the appearance of this in their network update stream, which is across their PC and mobile, and then this circles back around to step 2 and spreads virally. We now offer social ads to help you increase your followership or to drive recommendations to your products and services, which enables you to drive earned media. So to wrap things up, because LinkedIn is a professional network, we have valuable data and insight into our audience that allows us to help tailor your campaign to any of our 135 million professionals with a wide variety of marketing solutions to reach your goals. I want to thank everyone for joining today's webcast. We will be following up with a recording of the webcast via email. If you would like a copy of today's presentation, please do email us at mktgsolutions@linkedin.com. And now I'm going to take the next 10 minutes for questions. So we're just going to please send your questions in and we'll get to answering them. Okay, so the first question I have is how can I use both LinkedIn ads and marketing solutions? You can use both. There's nothing holding you back from doing that. LinkedIn ads, you can get started right after this call. Go on to our platform, go into the LinkedIn ads to the Start Here button, and it will walk you through going through the targeting and putting your ad campaign together. You just need a credit card and you can start. Generally, we find that clients will start in LinkedIn ads with self-service and then come to us when they want to kind of make a bigger splash with more exposure. So that's generally how people use both. Okay, so the next question, what is the average click-through rate on self-serve ads? So we basically have average click-through rates across, doesn't matter if it's self-serve or marketing solutions. On average, we find in display we have a 0.04 to 0.08 click rate. Next question. How do I target self-service ads by education level? I don't see that as an option. I believe it is an option. Sometimes you have to kind of click through. I'm trying to explain this properly. There's a lot of different. I'm not quite sure of how to explain this over the webinar, but we can do that, and it should be there. Hopefully, we can help you out after this, but that is an option. So the next question is, how does LinkedIn determine the CPM? So our CPMs are all based on levels of targeting. So it depends. If you're looking for one of professionals, your CPM is going to be a lot lower than if you're trying to target C-level executives in the United States and Europe, in the healthcare industry. Okay. The next question I see is what products are available through the LinkedIn self-service, and are they similar to marketing solutions without the service level? So again, as I mentioned earlier, there are two options if you're in LinkedIn Ads or self-service platform. You're going to have an option to buy the text link that runs at the top of the homepage, and you're also going to be able to buy what's called Ads by LinkedIn Members. This sits in a 300 by 250 box, and there's about 3 different ads. You'll be able to put a logo in there and then your text link. As far as marketing solutions, we have all the products I just went over, from your partner message, your polls, your content modules. Those are not available in self-service. Oh, I just found the answer to the education question. Seniority is under the job title bucket, so that is the answer for that question. You go to job titles, category of job titles, and seniority. For education, sorry. Education seniority is going to be the same thing. Does anyone have any other questions? I'm not seeing. Okay, going once. Okay, well, we're going to wrap things up here. Thank you again, everyone, for attending the webcast. I would encourage you all to fill out the survey at the bottom. Your feedback is really important to us for the success of future webcasts. Again, the recording will be made available in a follow-up email to you post this webcast. If you want to see more success stories about how marketers have met their marketing objectives on LinkedIn, you can go to marketing.linkedin.com/successstories. And if you would like a copy of this presentation or for more information on speaking with an account executive, you can email us at mktgsolutions@linkedin.com. Thank you again, everyone. Have a great day.